the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever want to be king? I hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Mirror, mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name. Never run all this word, but that was when I ruled the world. That was when I ruled the world.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? We are back for part 2. I said to SoFlo, I know I don't want to fuck up your, your show. I know he likes to go for a while, but would it be a problem if I wanted to come back on at 4? He was cool about it. Here I am. So thank you, SoFlo, and I heard you shout out a happy birthday to me. I appreciate that very much too. Let me see. I heard people in SoFlo's chat. I saw people talking about for every time SoFlo attacks Mac's wife, they're going to attack Shanna, or Pizza's going to attack Shanna. What the fuck else is new? When isn't he attacking Shanna? Tell him to dig his hole deeper, whatever he wants to do. You know what I mean? You guys are not going to put me in a position where I'm going to pay for other people's sins. And then fucking what? I'm supposed to go to them on my hands and knees begging and say, please don't talk about so-and-so, or it's going to come back on me. I don't talk about that fucker, Johnny, period. Okay. I have no desire to. He pushes SoFlo and pushes him, and now SoFlo's doing shows about him, whatever. And meanwhile, Johnny's talking shit about my mother left and right as Clickeroni and everything else. So Tony Pizza, do whatever you want, bro. You're in more trouble than you think you are. Do whatever you want. That's why I'm not going to be talking about you. And I took a screenshot of that girl power comment, and I'll add that to the pile of shit that's already working against you, making threats like that. But you're not going to put me in a position, guys, like this is the new policy on MobTube. Whatever they do will attack FBS for. Attack me. Watch what I fucking do to you. Watch. The people who I'm not bothering, whose families I'm not talking about, watch me. Then you got to deal with me too. So do whatever you want. You guys have done so much to me already. What do I fucking care? And it's my birthday and you ain't fucking it up. No, you're not. Matter of fact, even my man, my friend, my brother, Don Berlin, showed up to give me a gift. I just left him a message, and because he sent me a happy birthday, and I sent him back a message. It's a good thing I heard from you. Otherwise, I would have been quite depressed and disappointed. So thank you, Don. $99.99. Many birthday cakes to you on this special day in the air, and saw that you are old, broken down, dark, dank, dreary, drizzly, and Don-like. We will we will stay sober, stay strong, stay north of the soil line, and stay 2 steps ahead of the Undertaker. God bless to you. Well, you know how I feel about religion, but same to you, Don. Thank you for everything. Everything you've done for me throughout the last, 3 years and some change. And thank you for this on my birthday. And please stay safe. I can't have you going anywhere. I need you around. Uh, so does my whole family, actually. So be safe. Let me see. Miss Can't Be Wrong, Sally, Dave, Bobby Berberian, BTF Phoenix, Jesse Roth, FBI, Antonino, Don Berlin, of course, Edward Everett, LTB. I don't see you around much anymore. From Ibiza. Nice. Wyatt Earp, can I break your balls on your... Yeah, of course. Just don't mention smoking and we'll be good. Michael Hensley says, I love you, Yizzo gang. Happy birthday, FBS, my brother. Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. I love you, man. I appreciate it. Even, see, politics doesn't get in the way. That's astounding to me because these days, if you disagree with somebody politically, there's just no more friendship. So I give Michael a lot of credit because I know that when I'm talking politics, I don't just talk politics. I could be a dick, a real dick. So, that shows me what a true friend he is. Miss Can't Be Wrong, FBS, wishing you many, many more. Thank you, Miss Can't Be Wrong. Thank you very much. And I'm glad you're back for my birthday. I have the hardest time picturing Chris Martin from Coldplay fighting in open warfare. Listen, man, I don't know. I've never listened to a Coldplay song in my life, but that is probably, I'd have to say, I don't want to say my favorite song of all time, but probably the most important song in my life ever. I know most of you already know this, but that picture was me with my legs crossed, chilling on a beach chair at the pool behind my rehab, Clarity Way. That was the rehab. Matter of fact, right through those windows, you could see that's where my room was. And you guys already know how I feel about that. How can I not think about that on my fucking birthday? It saved my life. Without that place, I would not be here. I know that makes my enemies wish that the place burned down a month before I went, but hey, it didn't. And I made it there. And now I have a beautiful life. I have a beautiful life. I love it. I love it. I woke up a little depressed today. I told you guys that. That's for a lot of reasons. I think about a lot of people who didn't make it to see this age or even close. A lot of friends I've lost, men and women. I guess you could say even boys and girls, because some of them were so young. But I'm trying to stay positive today, keep my eye on the fucking ball, and, have a good time. My mom gave me some awesome presents. You'll be seeing them in the future. It was nice spending time with her. We're going to be going out to eat in a little while. I got to wake Shanna up in about 25 minutes. And then we'll be going out around 5:45-ish, and we'll have a good night. Joe Root, good to see you. Casey Robinson, I already kind of shouted you out. Yellow is good. What does that mean? Yellow is good. Jason Smith, I'm back, FBS. Hopefully we can get along this time. It was all jokes last time. Jason, I don't even remember, so we're good. You know what I mean? Whatever you did. Luckily for you, I have a bad memory, So we're all right. Big Cat, a.k.a. Hellcat, Big Mike, a.k.a. Hellcat 19. I'm sorry. Stevie the Gypsy. Oh, there are some people here that weren't on the first show. Ronan 456. Oh, good, Jason. Good. Whatever the fuck happened between us, it's water under the bridge. I leave during the politics. I know you do, Miss Can't Be Wrong. I know. Which makes it tough for me because eventually it's going to be nothing but politics. That's what I'm going to turn this entire channel into. That's I don't know how I'm going to deal with that, but I have to. My friends will dish rag you. Is that right, Rick Namano? Are you a made guy? Backstage of my show, dancing around, jumping up and down. Did I invite you on my show, motherfucker? whatever he said. Well, you know, they're animals. Oh, by Colt. See, never even heard it. I just know I love that fucking song because when I used to sit out, I guarantee you, even when I took that picture, I was listening to Viva La Vida. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. I was laying back on that beach chair listening to that song in my earbuds. That's what I did there. Oh, no problem, Jason. That's what I did. I did my classes, my groups all day and shit. And any chance I got, I would just zone out by the pool. And at night, it was cool because I told you the place was for millionaires, so there weren't really many rules. You know, it wasn't like a place where at a certain time you got to be in your room. No, you could fucking be out there at 4 a.m. if you want. You know what I mean? I'd wake up during the night, go outside, sit by the pool, smoke a cigarette. I'd go into the fucking kitchen and see what they had for leftovers. They'd have fucking ribeyes and shit. You know what I mean? Cook them up. Cereal, anything you wanted. The kitchen was stocked. And the leftovers, is from a gourmet fucking chef. So the food was amazing. Greatest time of my life. Well, one of them. And that song played an important role. I don't know why. I just loved that song and I listened to it fucking constantly. I used to do this other group too. There was this, not group, I'm sorry. There was this thing I had to attend where, I can't remember. One of you might know what it was called. Was it bio something or? You had to sit in a dark room with a weighted blanket over you. And these things would be connected to your ears that would like vibrate. And you'd have to do this for like a half hour, 45 minutes. And the only thing you had to do was put together a playlist on your phone and put your music on while you did this with your earbuds in. Just lay there like this. Fucking amazing. And I forget what they told me it's supposed to do. It's supposed to, I don't know, somehow change your thinking or so. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe one of you guys knows what it's called. But that was one of the things I had to do. So I listened to music constantly, and especially that song. That was around the time that song came out, I believe. Matter of fact, I got a video. This one dude that was there, he was actually a music teacher from some high school in upstate New York. I don't remember. And he was also like a fairly big time DJ. Another guy that was fucking loaded. You know what I mean? Like while we were in there, he was getting like 10, 20 grand a week sent to him, like from businesses of his and shit. It was wild. Motherfucker walked around like draped in Gucci and Louis Vuitton. And he would sit out by the pool with us at night, like maybe as it was getting dark, sunset, and he would just play his guitar and sing whatever we asked him to sing. No, meditation's different. That's, and we did meditation too. This was called something else. I'll find it and I'll let you guys know. But this dude would play whatever song we requested. He was an amazing musician. We would go in the music room where it's all instruments and shit. He'd play the fucking the guitar, the bass, the fucking piano, drums, everything. And we would sit out by the pool, and I have videos of him, which I'll never show, of course, because privacy. And he would sing songs, and I got him to sing that song, and I videotaped him, with my phone as he did it. So I got a lot of memories, man, a lot of good memories. I will never forget that place. Sabrina Merrick, $10. Happy birthday, my friend. Thank you, Sabrina. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Who didn't I shout out? Oh, no, I got you. Not giving opinions. No, I hear you. Thank you, Chris Capello, man. I appreciate that. This is my program, motherfucker. My program. My fucking grandmother used to talk like that. My program's coming on at 8. Is it really? Okay. Fucking this dickhead's 46. My program, motherfucker. Oh, that's disgusting. Muggsy's Bulls. That is fucking sick. My God. Not sure if you caught this in the morning show. Happy birthday, bro, and enjoy the day with your mom and family. Thank you, David. That means a lot to me. A lot. I guess I wasn't paying too close attention to all the comments earlier. I must not have because I didn't see it. But It was good. We had Bill on and Jeff. It's been a long time since Bill's been on any show. You know, it's always good to hear from him. And he helped me out because I didn't have a lot to talk about this morning. I was actually in a, like I told you, kind of a bad state of mind. You know, I wasn't, I don't know. Guilt. I told you, a lot of guilt. I'm all over the place today. Busy errands. Happy birthday again, brother. Love to all in the chat. Thank you, my man. Thank you very much. I got to get back to you on your message. I listened to it earlier. Nothing like that's ever happened to me. I'll tell you that much. So I don't know. Biofeedback, Sally. Biofeedback. That's what it is. Can you explain kind of what it does or what it's supposed to do? Dick Stroker. What's up? Jason Smith, FBS. I just rewatched that debate you had with Lee Cole a while back. I nearly choked on my spliff. I forgot how bad you roasted him. It was good, wasn't it? That was the one that in that debate I played the other day with that dude Mark. He was like, I played the show when he was on and we debated. And he was like, Lee Cole destroyed you with that accent, destroyed you in that debate. And I'm like, he did? All right. I guess if you wanted him to, then no matter what happened, you would just say he did. That song intro is one of my favorite songs. Me too, Brooke. Means a lot to me. A white blanket and vibrators. Not quite. I need a dick. Me too where? All right. I don't know. All right, bro. What was that supposed to mean? Me too? Where? What exactly? Lisa Farrow, happy 45th birthday, FBS, and many, many more. That fucks me up, man, because I still can't wrap my mind around the fact that I'm 45. I feel, we'll say at least mentally, like I'm 25. You know what I mean? I do. I'm still the same fun-loving type of person, who, everything about me is the same, except I was kind of, a criminal. Other than that, I like to help people when I can. I was good to my family. I always supported my family. I always worked hard no matter what I was doing. But it just blows my fucking mind. 45, man. I mean, this is it. What do you do? I guess that's another thing that's depressing. What do? You age. There's nothing you could do. It's got to happen. I guess maybe that's what had me depressed a little too earlier. As much as I was looking forward to my birthday, I'm like 45 fucking years old, man. And the saddest part I told you guys is, and the reason why I have a hard time even believing I'm 45 is because I lost so much time. I mean, years at a time that were just basically one big walking blackout. And I don't even remember entire chunks of time. Or I remember it, but I remember so little that if you were to ask me details or specifics about something, I probably couldn't even tell you. I told you I had a 3-year fucking relationship. And the fucked up part is I wasn't even using, like, once in a blue moon when me and her were together. And we would drink every now and then. I've explained this a million times, but I wasn't like an alcoholic. You know what I mean? I wasn't drinking all the time. I wasn't using Coke. She hated that. You know what I mean? But even that relationship, I barely remember because not long after it ended, I guess, that's when I got back into doing the Coke and drinking every fucking day. And it's just, even that's like a memory now, which I don't really care about. It wasn't a great relationship. But the fact of the matter is it lasted like 3.5 years, something like that. So it's like, there's so little I remember, It's bizarre. And then, man, like, I'll tell you right now, like 2012, 2013, 2014, and maybe half of 2015 are a complete blur to me. I'm not kidding. Complete blur, And then I'd say 2017, 2018. Well, no. 2019, we'll say. The first half of 2019, a complete blur to me. So it's sad because it's like it's sad because I feel like I lost those years. That's why it's hard for me to believe I'm actually 45, because it's like I I don't even really remember 35 or 34 or 33. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say. It's crazy. And time is flying too. It's flying. Guys, we have been here over 3 fucking years. Think about that shit. Over 3 fucking years. You guys have been in these chats. I've been doing these shows. Look at all the stuff that's happened, the friendships that have come and gone, the wars that have taken place, the battles back and forth. Sad shit, just sad shit, you know? Uh, it's insane, but at the same time, we had a great fucking time doing it. You know, there was those moments where it was just plain depressing when friends backstab you, or you have to end friendships, or people end friendships with you, whatever it is. But we did have a ball, and we still are. You know what I mean? I've had experiences on here I could never imagine in a million fucking years. You know, I'll give you an example. Even Bill. And I told Bill this the first time I spoke to him on the phone. It was kind of surreal for me because I didn't know a whole lot about Bill, you know, and I even, you know, all those years I was studying the mob and shit. I didn't know a whole lot. I know a little bit. I knew about his father, of course, but I didn't know a whole lot about him. And then I saw this episode. I think the show is called Flipped, A Mobster Tells All, something like that. I've talked about this before. And I saw his story and I was like, wow. You know, I always remembered his story. So it's a trip for me, you know, to like, if you would have told me when I saw that, oh, you'll be on the phone with this guy, you'll have his show, he'll be on your show, I'll be like, what? No, what are you talking about? Or if I was watching The Sopranos and you just picked out a bunch of people and said, you'll be interviewing them one day. I swear to God, if somebody would have told me that, I probably would have fucking been clean and sober for a couple of decades rather than 5 years at this point. I'd have been like, really? That can happen? But here's the crazy thing about life. If I wasn't on drugs and drinking all that fucking time, I would have never met Shanna, which means I would have never been here, which means I would have never started this channel. So this wouldn't have happened at all. Now, would I trade it and go back and get those years back and fix the, you know, the things that I broke during those years? And just say fuck all this bullshit, mob tube and all that? Of course. But I'm just trying to put a positive spin on it, you know? Something good came out of it. Oh, many good things. Honestly, many good things. I got 2 awesome stepkids. You know, I got my wife. You know, I'm able to take care of my mother. I make a great living. You know, my daughter's doing well. You know, I can't complain. Considering the way I live my life, I should not be here at all right now. But I certainly shouldn't be here doing this. No, I saw that. Sally, yours is the one I read. Yours is the one I read. It was right right there. Yeah, biofeedback. You're 100% right. Oh, and you wrote to me what it okay. Type I didn't get to your earlier message, Sally. I got to look at that. Type of mind-body technique you use to control some of your body's functions, such as your heart rate, breathing patterns, and muscle responses. During biofeedback, you're connected to electrical pads that help you get information about your body. I never quite understood it. I just knew that it was a reason to fucking sit in a nice plush leather fucking recliner in a dark fucking office. You know what I mean? With a weighted blanket and fucking earbuds and listening to music. I was chilling. If they told me I got to do that class 6 hours a day, I'd be like, all right. As long as I get to skip AA. Look at this, guys. This is, see, man, beautiful thing right here. Beautiful thing. Let me thank. I got $50. Happy birthday, FBS, from Tony Taglialucci. Thank you very much, Tony. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $50. Awesome. See, that's great. $50. Nice. And James Horoff, look at this. Happy birthday, big dog. Thanks for the laughs. Thank you, James. Thank you so much. Beautiful. $35. There you go. Just like that. $85. It's a dream come true. It really is. This life of mine. It certainly is. Let's see. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make sure I didn't fuck anything up here. I need to take. Oh, okay, BTF Phoenix. I definitely will. I'll check it out. Okay. Muggsy the King. Thank you, Muggsy. Love you too. Is that really Muggsy or is that somebody pretending to be Muggsy? I'm not sure. Mystery of the Missing Upper Lip. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Happy birthday, FBS. I'm hoping I find my upper lip for my birthday. I'm hoping you do too. And let me know how it goes. I hope you find it. If you do, don't leave us hanging. Now we're going to be anticipating, the news. Muggs the King, did Pizza send you a birthday Cash App? Yeah, right. He would send me a request on Cash App. You know what I mean? Malik Irvin, happy birthday, FBS, driving at a stoplight. All good, man. Thank you, Malik, for being here and for the happy birthday. Yeah, no, I got it, Sally. Yeah. I never really understood it. Stand up the fruit. Happy and healthy birthday. Thank you very much. I would just change it to stand up fruit if I was you, but that's usually what I call them. My 76-year-old uncle just said mentally he feels 30. That's beautiful, young at heart. Oh, yeah. Physically, I don't know. I'm having some issues lately, but other than those issues, like in my chest and stuff, I don't know what's going on. I'm definitely going to need a chest x-ray. But other than that, I feel great for the most part. I have my days, the heart failure, especially when I got to take a lot of Lasix. I get dehydrated. I'm weak as a kitten. I can barely breathe. I still get PVCs from time to time, but for the most part, I live a normal life, and I feel pretty good. I do. What can I say? Maybe that's why I have so much survivor's guilt, because why should I? I don't know. I got friends that were fucking absolute winners. You know what I mean? They were in business legally. They had careers. They were okay, let's talk one guy. I think about this guy all the time. The rest were pretty much, but this one guy, Aaron, this dude, he was like the perfect kid, he was a football player. He was like a straight A fucking student. Never broke the rules, never got in trouble. Very quiet kid, but a good looking kid. He got girls and stuff, and he hung out with friends and shit. He wound up playing football for Michigan State, I think. But when we were like maybe 15, because this kid was he was a biracial kid. He was half black, half white. And, part of his family lived in the hood in New York City. You know what I mean? He lived, in the suburbs and, with his parents and shit, but he had cousins and stuff in the hood. And I think he was maybe 15. His cousin got killed. It was a very violent murder. And man, he just never recovered. And he started doing coke, which was like for him mind-blowing because this kid would never even take a sip of a beer. And he got so severely addicted to cocaine. This is the guy I told you about that was eating the coke. By the time we were in our 20s, I mean, I have a giant hole in my fucking cartilage there. I don't know what he had left, but it wasn't much because he couldn't do the coke anymore. He couldn't snort it. So he would eat it. And I watched this kid eat a half an 8-ball once. You know what I mean? Just in one, like that. You're talking about a fucking teenth. That's a lot of coke. Most people, if they snorted a teenth in one shot, they drop fucking dead. But he was eating it, which if you read about it, it makes it 1,000 times more dangerous. 1,000 times more dangerous. And he was actually, my mom had her real estate license, and Aaron and her were talking. Aaron was working for his father's insurance company. And I think my mother was going to start working with them, selling insurance, something like that. I forget the exact thing. But he had just ordered a brand new Mercedes. He got it custom. He got it the way he wanted it. He was supposed to be picking it up this one day. The night before that, me and him and some other friends. Now, he was the only kid there that wasn't a drug dealer or some sort of criminal. Everybody else was basically a bunch of lowlifes, including me, myself. And we were getting high and drinking, and he's doing his shit and all that. And it was the last time I saw him. The next morning, he was supposed to go get his car. I guess it was later that night, if I remember the story correctly. My memory. He called somebody for an 8-ball, and it might have been early morning hours. It was after that party, and they brought him a ball, and he ate it. And his little brother found him having a seizure, and by the time the ambulance got there and shit, his body temperature, it was like 106 something or 107, something crazy, and he died. And I always think about that kid, because it's like, man, look at the fucking. And if I'm wrong about that story, it might have been. Well, I know he never made it to pick up that car. It might have been a couple of days later. I might be a little off about that. But it happened the way I said it happened. What was I going to say? Fuck me, I forget. Oh, I think I was just saying that, he was the only, person out of our whole crew that wasn't in the streets. He wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't. He got a little crazy for a while. He started carrying a gun. Yeah, he wanted to kill the people who killed his cousin and shit. But this kid was doing the right thing. You know what I mean? He was in business with his dad. He was making a fuck ton of money. Just, got back from, college and stuff, playing football. And I always think about that kid. And then a couple of years later, and I've told you this story too, his kid's mom, they had 4 kids together. And his kid's mom, Amy, she's the one that died in her sleep of liver failure, because she had been on Oxy for a long time. It was prescribed to her. They cut her off. She started taking different shit from the street and drinking, and to kill her pain and stuff, because she was in a car accident. She was hit by a drunk driver when she was very young, and she died. And it's just like, and there's so many friends, even my friend Dink, and I'm not trying to depress anybody. I'm just telling you what's on my mind. Dink was like the perfect father, perfect friend, great fucking dude. Another one who always had a hustle, not just illegal. He was a street guy, 100%. He was a hustler, no doubt. But he went to prison for a while. He went to Graterford. When he came out, he was trying to do the right thing. And, he was starting up a little business. And, I was seeing him a lot. Cam and me and him were hanging out a lot and shit. And, he's trying to get his kid to kindergarten orientation. So he's on his way. He's rushing to pick his son up. Thank God his son wasn't with him. And he gets ran off the road. And, and this is a guy who didn't drink, didn't smoke weed, didn't do anything. So I just look at my life compared to some of my friends, and it's like, it's so random. You know what I mean? It's so random. Like, the people you would expect to be dead at a young age sometimes live a normal life to a ripe old age. And the people that are doing everything right, they don't, they have a perfect diet. They don't drink. They don't use drugs. You think they're going to be here till they're 100. And then just like that, something happens, they're gone. So I think that's kind of what it always, on my birthdays, it always comes to me. Holidays too, just holidays in general. I think about a lot of these people. Anyway, sorry about that. I didn't mean to make everybody sad. Malik Irvin, and you can pass for 32 years old. Well, thank you, man. I actually think so too. I've had blackouts. Once I woke up with my pants around my ankles with sticky stuff. Okay, shut up, Muggs. Okay, so this definitely isn't really Muggsy. The Griff dies hard here. You're going to love 65. Is that how old you are, Griff? I would have never thought that. I thought maybe 50. No, you're not 65, bro. There's no possible way. Maybe you're just saying it. Yeah. Well, that's the scary part, is like 20 years ago, I was fucking 25. 20 years from now, I'll be 65. Time is a motherfucker, man. That's why you got to cherish it. You got to fucking live every day to your fullest, man, because you never know how many days you got left. I'm 70 and I was 30 the last time I looked. I didn't realize you were 70, Sally. Wow. I guess I understand how you feel, though. I was talking to my mom about it earlier. She knows how I get survivor's guilt and shit. You know what I mean? And she was just talking about how, like, time flies. You're young, and then just like that, you're old. You're an old woman, an old man, whatever. It's like, I guess it is what it is. Jason Smith, been moving coke since I was 13, only stopped 1 year ago, 25 years old. I owed 30 G's. Everyone has a past, but loves a comeback story. Absolutely, Jason, and congrats to you for not doing that shit no more. I was 40 years old when you was born. Wow, man. Yeah, I guess I'm sitting here like a little bitch, and you guys are probably like, I would fucking kill for your age. Kill to be 45. Sorry, guys. I hear you. I always think the same thing about having my daughter FBS. Oh, yeah. Of course. Stand up to fruit. I'm 70 and I feel like 80. Ugh. You're 70 and you look like 90. Saxon, thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Did you send me flowers by any chance? Please don't. Send them to my mom or Shanna if you want for my birthday. Daughter gave me a purpose. Oh, me too. The only problem with me, man, is, I don't know, man. I just fucked it up, I mean, I was a great dad for a long time, but I was constantly drawn to those fucking streets, constantly. You know what I mean? No matter what. It's like, and I love my kid as much as anybody would love their kid, but I just was drawn to it. Oh, even now, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. You could say who you are if you want to. I still have trouble adjusting. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can't believe that, I mean, there was a time in my life where I swore I would never live like this. What I mean by that is I always promised myself I would never have a routine. I would never be, how do I put this? I don't know how to say it. It's the routine thing for me. I always wanted, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the words to explain what I mean. Like, I never wanted to be like, I'll just say it this way. A guy, who's married with kids and lives in the suburbs. That, to me, back in the day, I would have fucking told you no way in a fucking million years. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I love it. I love it. My life is beautiful. If I would have known back then that living like that, living like this, I mean, could be this good, then again, I probably wouldn't have been so scared of it. But I was terrified of that because, again, I was always drawn to the streets. That's where I wanted to be. I wanted every day to be different. I wanted every day to be wild. I wanted action all the fucking time. And I see myself now carrying groceries, and I'm like, what in the fuck are you doing? Because part of me is still the old me. And then I think, well, it's either this or my old life, which is better. You know what I mean? I went from carrying guns to carrying groceries, Guess you could say that. It just, I was always afraid of it. This is why different women I was with, I wouldn't get married to. I didn't want, I wanted a home life like with different relationships I was in. I'm not going to get detailed, but this is the only time in my life where I'm clean and sober. I'm married now. My other relationships I was always using, and I was always hustling. No matter what, whether I was working, whether I had a DJ business, I was still hustling. I was selling coke. I was, selling weed, whatever I was doing. And I mean, I had different things, knockoffs, fucking bootleg DVDs, you name it. I did it. Just crime in general. I got a rush out of it. And this is the only time in my life I'm not doing that. 6 years ago, my whole fucking day, every day was just making runs. Other than when I had to go to work, it was just making one run after another, dropping shit off, going to re-up, bagging up, dropping shit off, meeting people. No 2 days were the same. Now it's a little different, but I love it. I do. I grew to love it. I just struggle with it sometimes because there's still that old part of me, that misses it. You know, I do. I miss it a lot sometimes. It's a big transition, man. From living in the hood and being in the streets all the time and hustling and everything else to living in the suburbs and having basically what is somewhat of a routine and making a living a certain way, only having one income, depending on whether or not I'm door dashing at the time. And I don't know, just living a nice, calm suburban lifestyle. No crime, no violence, no drugs, no alcohol. I would not trade it for the world, guys. So don't even take what I'm saying as, I'm not happy where I am. You know me. I'm smiling always. Even during bad times. I love this life. That's why I'm so happy I went to Clarity Way. Why would I be so happy about that if I wasn't? It's just that I miss my old life a lot. And that's always going to be in me. It's always going to be in me. That's how I lived fucking from when I was 15 to when I was 39 fucking years old. How could it, how could I not always miss that? It's all I knew. So, and I'm around people still. I'm in the city a lot. You know what I mean? And I see shit going on, and it's like, God damn. You just bought how much? How much you pay for that? Damn, it's that cheap now. And then my head starts going like, hold on. You're telling me I can get this much for X amount of dollars, and I could make this much. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking. I gotta catch myself because I'm ready to be like, I'll be right back. How much you need? You know what I mean? Or how much can I get? I'll bring you 3Gs, 4Gs, whatever. Let's get started with that. But I can't. I know that I can't. In my mind, I'm like, no, leave that to them. But I don't know, man. It's tempting. It is certainly tempting. Okay, no, ma'am. I hope you're feeling well, or at least relatively well. You're always in my thoughts, no, ma'am. Just so you know that. Thank you for the happy birthday. What's up, Jordan? How the fuck? I'm gonna pull out a new pair of Jordans for tonight. I decided I'm giving myself a pair of sneakers. I'm gonna go shopping in my closet. Eating Coke is wild, man. I sniffed a lot, but eating is asking for your heart to blow out. Yeah, and if you read about it, everything, your stomach, your fucking, it's like straight to your bloodstream too. It's just, it's horrifying. You know what happens? Like you will die pretty quickly. And he had been doing it for a while. He'd been doing it for a while, man. When I saw him eat that half of 8-ball, we were in Ada's in the bathroom, and he just bought an 8-ball and fucking split that shit in half and fucking ate that shit right in front of me. I was like, wow, Jesus Christ. I don't remember if he did the same thing at that party. He did something like he was eating it, whatever the fuck, how much it was. I don't remember everything exactly. You know that. I know a guy that did that and died. Oh yeah, you'll die. Malik Irvin, 1999. Happy birthday. 32 candles for how old you look. Thank you, Malik. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. I knew a couple of people who would put in a napkin and eat Coke because their nose was fucked up. Yeah, that's why. That's what he did. And let me tell you, I think I was getting pretty close to that. The Coke would like get lost in my nose. Like for the last few years, I couldn't get a drain to save my life. And that's my favorite part. So I would just keep doing Coke. You know what I mean? Like searching for that drain, but it's like, I don't know where it goes. It doesn't go where it's supposed to. Uh, it's bad, man. You could fucking, you could wind up in that position when your addiction's so strong that you can't even use it the way you want to, but you need it in your body. At least that's what your mind's telling you. So you start doing something as crazy as eating it. I couldn't even imagine that. Like, oh my God. I didn't even really like too much. Like I did it when I was younger, but the putting it on your tongue and your gums and all that, I didn't really like all that. You know what I mean? It's too much. It wasn't me, but I did it when I was younger. People don't appreciate life, live to be. Oh, Live to be old. People that are truly good. Boom, gone. Oh, oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know. I know. That's how it always works. Cleaning a soda that spilled on the carpet like Hazel. Son of a bitch. A fucking duck's prick. He had to call me out. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So the other night, fucking ducks, bitch. Uh, the other night, I was uh, I was in the kitchen. I was getting a trash bag. We have like a pantry, you know what I mean? And I'm pulling the trash bag out, and Shanna had some cans of Diet Coke on the shelf. One of them falls and bursts open. I never knew soda could make that much of a mess. Just a 12-ounce can. That shit was everywhere. I had to take everything out of the fucking thing and just, clean. And I'm literally on my hands and knees with a fucking towel soaking up fucking Diet Coke. And I said to myself, this is me and Dux talked about this yesterday for a while. I said, bro, I said to myself, what the fuck am I doing? This isn't me. You know what I mean? Like, this is what am I doing? I can't, you know what I mean? And I have trouble adjusting. Again, I wouldn't trade my life now for anything in the world. But times like that, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I know who I really am. And I'm not a fucking guy who does this horse shit. But I was the other night. I always wanted action. I always wanted to be out doing something. I always wanted to be in the streets. I loved it my whole life. So it's weird for me now. It's even strange for me to go to sleep with the silence. New York to Pennsylvania was enough of a shock because in New York you had the 24-hour buses. You got the fucking back in the 80s and early 90s car alarms and fucking sirens, everywhere. Police sirens, ambulances. You got all that fucking noise of the city, an occasional gunshot or two. We came here, man, and it was just nothing but birds chirping. I said, "What the fuck, man?" And now, then I was in the city for 20 something fucking years. And now I'm here. So I'm still adjusting to this suburban life. That's why I don't talk to these people. You put me in a city neighborhood, I'm talking to everybody. I'm a very friendly, outgoing person. But in an area like this, I don't want to know these people. I just don't, honestly. I don't. These people are the complete and total opposite of me. Politically, everything. Lifestyle, I don't understand them. They don't understand me. So, but the good part is because of the way I look, they never try to talk to me anyway. So I ain't even got to worry about it. They see dark skin and tattoos and shit. Word goes around that I before I came here, I was living in New York City. Yeah, they're either disgusted by you or afraid of you. It's just the way it works, or both. You wanted unpredictability, not stability. That's a good way to say it. Yes. I that's why, guys, some of these people think they're hurting me when they come after me and shit. I need it. That's action. That's like, okay, let's go to fucking war. This will be fun. Because I don't have that conflict and fighting and all that crazy shit in the streets. I don't have that in my life no more. So in my own sick way, I can't wait. I want you to attack me every fucking day if you want, and as many of you as you want to. You know how I've always been. I thrive off that shit, because I'm not getting it anywhere else. I'm not. That's why when these people threaten me, like this one will do this to you or this one will do that to you, don't threaten me with a good time. You know what I mean? I want nothing more than for you to do that so I can really dig into you and hurt you bad verbally, because the shit you could do to somebody with words is worse than anything you could do to them with a fists, a bat, a knife, or a gun. That shit cuts deep. Words cut deep. I found that out since I was a fucking little boy. My dad's words cut deep. That shit I used to hear him say to me and my brother, and especially my mom, I wanted to kill him. I used to fantasize about killing him when I was a little kid. I swear to God. I mean, that shit. And some of that shit is still with me to this day. My mom too, unfortunately. A lot of it. So, I don't know, man. I guess I learned from the best. Seems like yesterday I was in a crib with diapers. Now I'm driving a car with diapers on. That's funny. Oh, shit. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. She told me wake her up at 4:45. It's fucking 5:03 now. Let me see. I'm 85 and I look 60. There you go. That's good. That's what really counts. What do you look like? Fuck how old you are. You're in the 1990s listening to Limp Bizkit or Rage Against the Machine in your parents' house. You blink and you're yelling at your kids for blasting Imagine Dragon in your garage. I hear that, bro. I hear that. Bro, I tell my stepson all the time, I'm banging on the door. What are you doing in there? What is all the banging and shit? Jesus, calm down. And then I think, like, I used to have like fucking speakers like this big DJ speaker all around my room, shaking the whole fucking house with music. When I was young, I never wanted what I have and love now. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Like, I never thought life could be this good, living it this way. You know, I guess being the knucklehead that I was so drawn to that shit. I loved it. I love even violence and shit. I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. It's just what I wanted to be around. Now, oh my God, I told you, we go to Jackie B's or something to eat, and I fucking sit there and listen to all the people from the hood sitting around talking about this one shot that one, so and so went to the Fed, so and so's coming home. Oh, this motherfucker's a rat. And it's like, I tell Shanna, I'm like, there's a lot I miss, but not that. You know what I mean? Because being away from that conversation for a while makes you realize how bizarre it is. No normal person should be having a conversation like that. But it made me realize that this was my conversation on a daily basis for a couple of decades. You know what I mean? Like, and that I don't miss. I don't. I hear that, Casey. I can only carry the groceries, not allowed to carry the guns. It's not something that just disappears, can't get it ripped out. No, you can't. You can't. It's with you forever. Remember that movie? What was that? That horrible movie? I think it was what the fuck was it called? I don't even remember. It had Frank Vincent and I don't remember. One of the horrible mob movies from the early 2000s. And one of them said they were sitting at a dinner table, and one of the guys said, "Look at Sammy the Bull." He said, "This fucking guy, you know, he goes on, he gets away with 19 murders. Basically, he goes into witness protection. He has his millions, he has everything he wants, and he still has to break the fucking law. You are who you are, and that's what I truly believe. I truly believe that." That you are who you are. There's no changing it. You could change behavior patterns. You could, or behavioral patterns. You could change your lifestyle to an extent, uh, but you can't change what's up here. Whatever's up there is there for good. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. Not for nothing, FBS. Now you are too old to go back to that life. Shit, you'd be surprised. A lot of old heads on the street. A lot of old heads still. Uh, I ain't too old, but the streets are for the young. I'll say that much. I just don't want it no more. But at the same time, I miss it. It's very odd, you know. All right, there's a part of me that wants it. Like the conversation I had the other day. That I really considered. Fuck it, let's do it. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, nah. Jail, probation, parole, all that horse shit. No, I've never been to prison. I'm not saying that. But in York County, they got county parole depending on the length of your sentence. I've been on that. You know, I've been on probation for I don't even know how many fucking years. Jail, house arrest, psych wards. Like, it's not a good life. It's not. Hold on, let me see something. Chris, this is AD. I spoke to you a year ago about a year ago asking you to find an indictment for me. Yeah, I couldn't. I tried hard. Someone in the earlier chat is offering 1,500 to my 100, and I will take Gotti. You willing to escrow? 50, why would they do that? 1,500 to your 100? Well, I guess because they know that the Gotti is going to lose, so they'll make themselves $100. But 1,500, you really? Who is that? Who offered that? Sabrina Merrick, $5. FBS, make every day count. Life is short. That's what I try to do. By the way, I also spoke to Nadu on the phone, and he was unable to find anything in the New York State system, and I gave him a ton of info. Yeah, I tried everything with that case, bro. I couldn't do it. When you put it in a napkin or something like that, what do they call it? Parachuting? I don't remember. JD, so you can confirm with him who I am if you don't remember. If you go back to the show where that woman was told by DeMeo to sign off, I sent you $75 on Zelle to help you remember me. I remember you well, bro. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you are. Yeah. Whoever it is, I'll confirm to them who you are. You in Trump County FBI, Trump country. Pfft. Yeah, but again, you guys got to realize, I live here, but I don't live here. You know what I mean? Like I sleep here and I hang out during the day sometimes. I do my shows here. I'm in York City always. Oh, that's where I do every fucking thing. I'm sure that's where we'll end up tonight at some point. You know what I mean? So I don't fucking, I don't know these people. I don't want to. I get in my car. I go straight to 30 West and boom, I head towards York City. And that's where I do whatever I'm doing for the day. And then I come back here and I'm home, kinda. We'll toss you something if Gotti wins also, so it's a free roll for you also for doing the favor to escrow. Bro, if whoever this maniac is wants to do that, who is it? Nadu or something? I'll fucking, yeah, whatever. I like the quiet life, crickets, cicadas, and during pheasant season, shotguns. Yeah, see, that shit for me is like, I remember the first time I saw a cicada, I almost fucking passed out. That's it, ducks. This thing of ours. Yeah. And by the way, Casey, Shanna's like you. Shanna likes to like Shanna's dream is probably to have a house by like a lake or something, you know what I mean? Peace and quiet. All you really hear is fucking wildlife, you know? That I think is her is what she would want, you know. That's what she's used to. You know, Shanna used to fish and do all that shit. Just not me. But I'm this is the kind of guy I am. I've always been a city person. Always. Like I have no desire to sit on my fucking porch out here or talk to the neighbors. But in the city, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Sitting out front somebody's crib, just chilling, talking to every fucking buddy. That and things happening, there's actually shit to look at. There's stores, there's places you could fucking walk to and go and do, whatever you got to do. Like, that's me, man. That's always been me. I would take a fucking row home on a city block over a fucking house in the country in a fucking heartbeat. That's who I am. That's what I know. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jane Creek. Thank you very much. Yeah, he offered the 15-1 as the last comment in your first birthday show. I'm not familiar with his name. Well, I got to find out who it is, and then, yeah, we could do it. Michael Hensley, sorry, guys, I'm back. I've been super busy at work. No problem, bro. Anybody else want to donate to the FBS birthday fund? Feel free. Hold on, let me see something. I don't know what that is. Did I have shout out Ridge? Did I shout you out, Ridge? $20 for happy birthday. In case I didn't, I'm sorry. Thank you, brother. Kaz sent $10. Happy birthday. I'm not gonna say what it is. I don't know if he wants me to say what his message is, but thank you, Kaz, for the $10. Oh, look at this shit. William Noah, $20 for happy birthday. Thank you, man. Thank you very, very much. Life is good. Very, very good. Let me see. My life has changed, but deep, deep inside, I'm still a farm girl. No, I understand that. I understand that. I just always wanted to be where the action is, always. That's why I don't spend too much time around here. Ain't nothing happening around here. Nope. His screen name is eBoss443. eBoss443. You familiar with him? Who is that? No, I never heard it. Does anybody know who that is? It was it eFoss by any chance? FOSS or was it BOSS? I don't know who that is, JD. For real. I don't know. Oh, Eric Foss. Oh, it's Eric Foss? Okay, yeah. All right. I'll have to wait till he comes around again. Eric, you listening? I don't really know how to get a hold of him. I can through somebody else, though. I know somebody talks to him on the phone and shit. So I'll do my best. Eric Foss. Yeah. No, I know. If he's willing to put up 1,500 to your 100, I mean, what can I say? Eric, I think that's a big mistake, but okay. I'll hold on to the money, whatever you guys want. Whatever you guys want. Anyway, guys, listen. I'm going to get going. Yeah, that's his channel, JD. If you want to go over to his channel, leave a comment on a video or something. Standing on Business with Eric Foss. That's it, guys. I want to thank you all for being here. And this is my second birthday show of the day. So I want to thank. Hold on. Let me just see. My brother, look at this. A Zelle payment from Michael Hensley. $25 for happy birthday. Thank you, bro. Thank you very, very much. See, man? It's good to know you guys still support me. I was shook on that first show. I was like, you fucking kidding me? I ain't making no money on my fucking birthday. But also, I did pretty well, actually, on the first show. I made probably like $300 and something, 317, I think. But then there's also Dave gave me 100 the other day. Sally gave me 50. And Antonino gave me 105. Sorry, Antonino, my fucking brain. So that was birthday money too. Plus this, you guys are great, man. Thank you for everything, and thank you for your support and just being here and listening to me bullshit. I actually think getting all that shit off my chest over the last hour helped me a lot. I got a lot of crazy shit going on up here, as probably as we all do. Oh, that sucks, Mike. We'll catch the replays. And thanks again, man. So I appreciate you listening to me. It wasn't MobTube talk, but that's the last thing I wanted to do today was MobTube talk. So I appreciate you guys, all your love and support, donations, everything, birthday gifts. It means the world to me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you all. And until next time, salute.